Assalamu alaikum. I'm here with few past paper questions based on 2D mensuration, so we will start solving it. Let's take a start. There is a question. Read it carefully. The question says that AOB is the sector of a circle with a radius of r and the angle is 60. So we have to simplify the form and we have to leave our answer with the terms of r and pi. It means what? Whenever you are having this question statement expression in terms of r and pi, it means you will leave your answer with r and pi, means there is no need to substitute the value of r or value of pi. So here is a sector and we have to calculate the area of this section, right? Let's take a start. So A part says what? We have to calculate the area of sector. So what is area of sector? Remember the pizza slice? Area of a pizza slice? So we can calculate the area of sector theta over 360 into pi r square. So what is theta here? Theta is 60 here. So we will just substitute the value 60. But remember it, the question says us we need to leave our answer in the terms of r and pi. So it means that pi and r will remain same. There will be no change or there will be no substitution. So right now you can observe r is radius here, so we will keep it as it is, and pi there is no substitute the value. So we will simplify it. 6 ones are 6 6 are. I'm getting the answer 1 over 6 pi r square. So whatever the answer comes, this is our answer. No need to simplify more. Easy? Yes, it's pretty easy. So here we can go with the next part. Next part says we have to find the perimeter of a sector. So perimeter means what? Perimeter of the sector means we have to add the all sides. This straight line, and this arc. So basically we have to add the all sides. So there is one side, one radius, another radius, and then the arc length. So it means that we need to substitute the value of formula of arc length. We have to apply the formula of arc length here. But remember one thing again, we have to leave the expression in the terms of r and pi. So it means 2r will come here, and here we need to apply the formula that will be theta over 360. It is a arc length, so it means we have to write the formula of 2 pi r. Okay, let me draw a line. Okay, 2 pi, and as we know the angle was 60 here, so we need to substitute 60 here. It will be 60 over 360 into 2 pi r. Now we will do the cancellation. It's giving us the answer 6 ones are 6 6 are. Further cancellation, 2 ones are and 2 3s are. So here we are getting an answer 1 over 3 pi r. Or you can write it more in a more simplified form, 2 pi plus pi r upon 3. So yes, this is our answer because we cannot simplify it more. So here we can say that 2 pi plus pi r upon 3 is the answer. Easy? Yes, pretty easy. So let's move to solve the next question. Read the next question. There is another diagram which shows a sector of a circle. Okay, there is a sector of a circle and radius is 9. Okay, and the sector angle is 100. That is given here, and we have to apply the value of pi here, and that is 3.14. We need to find the arc length of the arc AB. Where is AB? Where is AB? Here it is. So we have to find its length. So its length will be arc length. That's it. So what is the formula of this arc length? we will just write here theta over 360 into 2 pi r. So what is r here and what is theta here? Theta is 100, we will write 100 instead of theta, and instead of pi we have a value in the question statement, that is 3.14. What is r here? R is 9, that is already given in the question statement. So let's solve it. Carefully do the calculation. 360 into 2 pi 3.14, answer is, that is 15.7. So the answer is 15.7. What is the second part? Second part says the perimeter of the sector. So how can we calculate the perimeter of the sector? Perimeter, as I told you earlier, we can calculate it by adding the all side. This arc length, this radius and this radius, because it is a boundary of the shape. So we can add the all side. What is the radius? Radius is 9. What is another side? Obviously if it is 9, this side is also 9, because this is the center of the circle and this is a radius. The both are radius basically. So I will add 9 again, and then I need to add arc length. As you know, you have already calculated the arc length in the part A, so you just need to use the answer of the part A. So it means 9 plus 9 plus the answer of the arc length was 15.7, which we have already calculated in part A. I will just add 15.7 plus 9 plus 9, just giving us the answer, that is 33.7. So we will just write the answer here. Pretty easy. Let's move towards another question that is pretty interesting. What is that question? This question says AB is a right angle triangle. Alright, yes, we can observe it. It is a right angle triangle. And where AB is 6 centimeter. Yes, it is here 6 centimeter. And BC is 9. And here is a BC, that is 9. And the semicircle's diameter is 6 and joined to the triangle along AB. And yes, it is joined. So we have to leave an expression in the form of A plus B pi. Okay, we have to leave our answer in pi, and we have to simplify our answer maximum, and then leave and no need to substitute the value of pi. So we have to find what? We have to find total area of the shape. Okay, so what is the total area of this compound shape? We need to identify first thing. How many shapes are in this compound shape? First one is a semicircle and another one is a triangle. So means we need to calculate the area of this semicircle and area of this triangle, and then we will add them up. Let's take a start. So I will start writing from here. Area of semicircle. What is the area of a circle? Area of a circle is pi r square, because it is a semicircle, means half of the circle. So we have to multiply by 1/2. So you can say half of pi r square is a area of a semicircle, right? So we need what? We need two things here. First is pi and another one is r square. So what is r here? As we know, the diameter is given, and that is what? The diameter is given, that diameter is 6. So we need basically what? R. So we can do half of it. So because diameter is a double of radius and radius is a half of a diameter, so we will just divide it with 2 and we will get the answer, that will be 3. So we need to substitute what? We need to substitute 3 instead of r. But remember and go back to the question statement, as it shows that we have to leave our expression in, we have to leave our answer, or you can say the final expression, in a form of a plus b pi. Means no need to substitute the value of pi, right? And what is meant by a and b and how can we identify it, I will tell you later on. Okay, Now we need to substitute the answer value, and that is pi will remain as it is. Value of r we will substitute here, that is 3, and pi 9 pi upon 2. Okay, so what is the next shape? Next shape is this triangle. So we will find the area of a triangle. What is this? This is 1 over 2 base into height. Can you identify the base and height here? Yes, you know height should be a right angle or a perpendicular. So here it is. You can observe there a mini box here. That is a height. Height is 6 and base is 9 here. So we will substitute the value 9 into height, and that is, I will just simplify it. So 27 is the answer. Okay, but the question was we have to find the total of this compound shape. So total means what? We need to add semicircle's area and area of a triangle. So total area will be area of a semicircle plus area of a triangle. So what was the answer of it? Answer was 9 pi upon 2 plus 27. I will just change the order because pi is coming as a second value. So I will just change the order. I will write 27 at first and 9 pi upon 2 later on. So this is how I understand what is the value of A here and what is the value of B here, or even I can leave my answer as it is. So as it's not mentioned here, it's not mentioned here to find the value of A or find the value of B. If it's written in this form, so it means that was the value of A. I can directly write it as 27 at the front of A, and I can directly write the value of B, which was the coefficient of B in this expression, directly here, right? So right now they're asking in a form of an expression, so we will write this expression as it is as an answer. So that will be 27 plus 9 upon 2 pi. Okay, let's move to solve another question. What is this question? Read it. The question says that a circle of a diameter 6 centimeter that is cut from a square, okay, and the side of a square is 8. All right, and again we have to leave our answer in this expression. So means that no need to substitute the value of pi. Okay, so we have to calculate what? Shaded area. So to calculate the shaded area, we need to identify how many shapes are in this shape, in this compound shape. There are 2 shapes we can identify. First one is a circle and square, and second one is a circle. Okay, so shaded area says what? Shaded area says what? Shaded area means we have to find the area of circle, and then we have to find the area of square and circle, and then we have to subtract both of them. Because why do we need to subtract? Because this section is a removed section, so that's why we need to subtract it. But what can you do? You can find the area of each figure separately. So area of a circle will be what? It is L into L, or you can say L square. So what is the length here? As you know, length is given 8. In fact, all sides will be 8, because what is the property of square? The property of square is all sides are equal. So it means you can write 8 into 8. It will be what? 64. And what about the second shape? What is the area of a second shape? What is the area of a circle? It is pi r square. Radius is given. So is this a radius or diameter? This is a diameter. Diameter is 6 and radius will be what? It will be a half of it. It will be 3. So remember that there is no need to put the value of pi. So we will keep the pi as it is, and just we need to put the value of radius here. That will be 3, and it is giving us 9 pi. Okay. Again, remember, we have to leave our answer in this form. So I'm going to substitute the both answers here. So what was the area of square? That was 64. And what was the area of circle? That was 9 pi. Here you can just observe it is already in a form of a minus b pi, right? So you can easily identify the value of a and b also. Means that you can say a is 64 and b is 9 here, right? So this is your answer. Okay, one more question. Okay, so this question says what? In this question there is a circle whose diameter is 6 and there is a square whose length or side is given 8. The question says find an expression in the form of a minus bx. Oh, it means what? It means we have to leave our answer with pi. No need to substitute the value of pi. And now we have to calculate the shaded area. So how can we calculate the shaded area? Shaded area means what? Shaded area means what? Okay, so before calculating the shaded area, we need to identify the shapes. How many shapes are in this compound shape? There are 2 shapes. First one is a square and second one is a circle. As you know, the circle is cut from a square, so it means we have to calculate the area of both shapes and then we need to subtract both of them. So I'm going to find the area one by one separately. So what is the area of a square? That is L into L, means length into length, or you can say side into side. So here I'll go back to the question statement or to the diagram and I can observe this is a square and its side is given, that is 8. As we know, all sides of a square always equal. So it means if this one is a 8, this one is also 8, then all sides will be 8. So I'm going to substitute the value of length, that will be 8 into 8. It is giving me 64. That's great. So now I will move towards the another shape. What is shape 2? Shape 2 says circle. What is the formula of area of a circle? That is pi r square. So I need to solve the area of a circle. I need the value of pi and I need the value of r. So first I will calculate the value of r. Here I know the diameter is given. The diameter is given and that is 6. So I know that I cannot substitute the value of 6. I have to divide it. I have to half it. Means radius will be 3. Why? Because radius is a half of a diameter. There is another question and the question says that there is a circle of a diameter 6 cm is cut from a square of side 8 cm. So just look at the diagram. There is 2 shapes. How many shapes are in this compound shape? 2 shapes. First one is a square and another one is a circle. Okay, the question says the circle is cut from a square. Yes, you can see there is a shaded part. Alright, what's the next statement? Find an expression in terms of a minus b pi. A minus b pi means what? Means there is no need to put the value of pi. You have to leave your simplified form along your pi. Means there is no need to solve the pi. Okay, what we have to do? We have to find the shaded area. To calculate shaded area, we need to observe this shape again. How many shapes are there? There are 2 shapes. First one is a square and another one is a circle. So we have to calculate the shaded area. First of all, we need to calculate the area of a square and then area of a circle, then we will subtract it. Okay, so I will find or calculate the area of both shapes separately. Area of a square. What is the area of a square? That is length into length. So what is the length? Is the side given? Yes, you can say its side or you can say its length. The both are same. As you know, the all sides of a square is equal, so it means all sides will be 8. So you can multiply one side, which is 8, from another side. 8 times 8 is giving you 64. So this is the answer of the area. Okay, area of square. Okay, so now I will calculate the area of a circle. Area of a circle. What is the area of a circle? That is pi r square. So you need what to solve? You need value of pi, you need value of r. First I will go with the value of r. What is radius here? Is the radius 6? No, radius is not 6 because that is a diameter. Radius must be a half of a diameter, right? So we will divide it by 2 and we'll get the answer 3. Now I will substitute 3 instead of r. Okay, what about this r, pi? Do I need to substitute the value? No. Why? Because in question statement, the question statement says that we have to leave our answer in this form. There is no need to put the value of pi. So we will write the answer, that will be 9 pi. After finding the area separately, we need to subtract the both areas. How? Like 64 minus 9 pi. Here you can just observe the question statement. The question statement says what? Again, I will go back to this statement, that is a minus b pi. So here you can just observe the value of a is what? A, 64, and the value of b is what? 9. So this is how you can easily find the answer. Let's move towards another question. That is very easy question. The diagram shows a circle center 0, O with the sector of POQ shaded. Which part is shaded? This one is shaded, and we can even see the shaded part here. That is the shaded part. Okay. So angle is given, that is 140. Yes, it is. And the radius is 8. Yes, it is already given. So what we have to calculate? We have to calculate the area of a shaded region. Okay, now this is a question. How can we calculate the area of a shaded region? Can you identify? Can you find it? Is it a pizza slice? So just you need to find the area sector. How? The area of a pizza slice, as we already learned, theta over 360 into pi r square. So we need two things. 140, we need 140. We need 8 as a radius. But is the 8 radius or a diameter? As you know, this line, this segment is like, this line is from like middle, from the center point till the boundary, so it means this is a radius. So we will just substitute the values. That will be 140 over 360 into pi into 8 square. And in this question we have to substitute the value of pi because there is no statement in the question. He is not asking, examiner is not asking in terms of pi or in terms of r. So we will directly write the values, or I'm going to put the pi directly from the calculator, right? So you people have to calculate it very carefully. That will be into, I'll take a pi direct from the calculator. Okay, you people can also take it. So I'm getting the answer, that is 78.1907. So the area of the shaded region will be 78.1907. Okay, now we have to find the total perimeter of unshaded region. Remember this thing, it is he's talking about unshaded region. Now I will solve this question outside, because outside of this question, this part, because I need the diagram. So we have to calculate what? We have to calculate unshaded region, perimeter of unshaded region. So remember this thing, perimeter is what? We need to identify the perimeter first, because perimeter means boundary of the shape, right? Boundary of the shape. So I will take a start moving this is the boundary, that is the arc length, boundary, that is a radius, boundary, that is a radius. So basically we have to find what? We have to find the arc length of this unshaded region, and we need to add radius 2 times. If this is 8, so obviously this radius is also 8 because the both lines are radius. So let's take a start. The perimeter will be r plus arc length. So what is arc length? You know that it is theta over 360 into 2 pi r. So remember one thing, you need theta here. So theta is not given here. So how can we calculate it? We can calculate it. We can easily find it. How? We will just subtract 140 from 360. And we can easily get the answer, that will be 220, right? So this will be 220. And r will remain same because 8 is already given, so r will be given. So r will be 8. So I'm going to substitute the values, 8 plus 8. So the arc will be theta over 360 into 2 pi r. Now I will solve further. That is 220 over 360 into 2 pi, and r will be 8. I'm going to calculate it. Arc length I will solve directly into 2 pi 8. The answer is coming 30.7177 plus 8 plus 8. So I will add the answer now, and I'll get the final answer will be 46.7177. So we have to round it to the 3SF, so it will be 46.7. So this is how we can easily find or solve the questions. Jazakallah khair for watching video.